Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Oyshabonu and I'm the first course student at House Lyceum. I'm majoring in the field of business and information technologies. I'm currently 15 and I want to share my journey that I've gone through in business management. And my topic is called Great Ideas Come from Real Problems. So my journey in business started at the age of 11, and through all those 4 years I was thinking that my idea was to make a project. I thought my idea would make a profit, and because of that mistake, I failed in creating my business project more than 10 times, where I lost more than 80 million sums. So the statistics, more than 90% of all the people who start their businesses, startups, they fail. If I be exact, 99%, almost all of them. And only 1% of them, they succeed. So the question comes, why is that? Why not 50? Why not 60? Why almost all of them? Why 99? The main problem that, the main mistake that we do is we don't think out of the box. As a founder, as a CEO, and as somebody who is like newbie in that sphere. We are not interested in the opinions of others, because of which we just implement our idea and we fail, unfortunately. Let's see the example. Let's imagine that I'm the programmer and I want to start my journey in startups. And I want to create jewelry. The thing that we already have in our phones to store our photos, videos, and memories. And the thing that differentiates the thing that already exists in market is nothing. It's just not free, and I'm asking for $1 per month. The question, as a customer, will you buy the same thing? Pay for $1 for the thing that you already have? The answer is exactly no. So to avoid that mistake, we as entrepreneurs, we use the method pains and gains. In business, to start a successful business project, there are two ways of making it. First of all, having a very unique idea. If you have the idea that have never been established before you, you're gonna succeed. Or the second way that many people use is recreating a product that already been established. But you will have millions of competitors. So how to stand out in front of them? The main advice that goes here is pains and gains. Look for what problem is the customer having, what he already has, and what is missing. So in our case, to make our app more unique, if I be exact, the jewelry, we need to implement AI. These days, almost everyone, bloggers, vloggers, or even students, they use Photoshop to make their faces perfect, to look perfect. But almost all the apps and platforms are paid, and they ask for at least $10 in a month or more, which costs a lot and it's not profitable. The second problem is now the Ghibli-style AI feature-designed pictures are becoming very popular. Everyone is joining that trend, TikTok, Instagram, but to use that thing in ChatGPT, we also pay money. And the problem is the photos are limited. After search trial, they will ask you to pay money, like for $20 or more, which is a lot. And the main problem is, you see, is that two of those apps cost more than $40, which is not profitable. So the gain, so the pain of the customer is the cost of the platform. And now compare. I created a jewelry that has AI generating context, free Photoshop, and 5x cheaper. It has exactly no cost. And if you compare with the jewelry, our app is much better. And as a person who always posts something on Instagram or has his own blog, I would definitely use that. So as a customer, I'm agreeing with this fact. So the main thing that I wanted to say is everyone can have great ideas. Just by adding unique things to your project, you can actually make it successful. Let me share you my journey. This is how my project called LexiKid was born. The idea was pretty simple, but it made more than $100,000 in the first trial. How it all started. I used the strategy, like noticing a problem. I came home and I saw my aunt with her 3 kids. She was so tired helping them with their homeworks. But as a mother, she was doing that. And I thought, if she's having this problem, probably almost all of the people, mostly parents, they're having the same problem. And I said, what if I give the solution to that problem? What if I create an AI platform that will be a helper of the student and will manage all the tasks that are given at the schools? And within 1 month, we established a minimal viable version, showed people, interviewed them, and asked for their opinion. We changed a lot of things. We asked for their feedbacks. Is there anything wrong? Is there anything to check? And in 1 month, we got up to stage in 4th International Conference of Economy, which was held firstly for 4 years in Central Asia, and we won 40 million sums for the first trial. We didn't have anything. We just were sure about our idea. And when we asked judges why we actually won, our idea was that simple. We actually have that product on App Store or Google Play, and they said, the main thing is interviews. You showed us that your product is actually matter, and people are agreeing with the fact that it is actually good for their problem. It actually solves their problem. So I want to share my 3 tips that I got from that experience. First of all is having a problem. Let's think logically. We don't use any app if it doesn't solve our problem. For example, me, as a person who is always late to everywhere, I wouldn't download Yandex Taxi if I were not late. So the same thing goes here. If you want a successful project, search for people's problem, analyze it, and then start working on your minimal viable version. Second of all, listen. As a person who failed in startups like more than 10 times, I always thought like, if I share my idea, they're gonna steal my idea. They're gonna be more successful than me. I didn't want to share my idea, and that's how I failed a couple of times. The second is, take feedbacks. Most of the times people say, I got a really bad feedback, I think he is jealous, envy or something, but it is not. When people share their feedbacks, take it in a positive way and use them to improve your project. Because feedbacks are crucial, the most crucial moment in improving your project. The third is, always write your idea down. Once it comes to your mind, it will fly away. Let's take an example. Larry, who was 23 years old and simple student in university, he woke up thinking, what if I put everything in one place, create an app, and make it accessible to everyone, so everyone will have a chance to search for the things that they're actually asking for. And that is how Google was made. Google was created. And now it makes billions of dollars in years. So the last thing is, forget about being creative, genius, or something. Because everybody can have great ideas. Just be yourself, stand up, and don't be afraid of speaking in front of the crowd. Thank you.